Hi guys, welcome back to ASX Market Watch. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is great to have you here checking out the world from a chartist's point of view. That's right, a chartist's point of view, looking at these crazy things called price charts that can actually help us determine where the market is heading and where the world economy is heading. Well, there's a few things that you can really talk about because of that, because the market actually leads the economy by about 6 months. If you don't believe me, check out, I think it's Ken Fisher's book, The Wall Street Waltz. Absolutely brilliant book, and a whole bunch of stuff that that sort of defies modern financial planning, which is stuff that I love, the really good stuff. Apart from that, guys, you and I are going to check out this world from these price charts today. Great, very exciting stuff, and also giving you a whole bunch of tools that you can take away in your own trading and use them straight away as well. So, like, really great stuff and exciting stuff from that point of view. Let's jump straight into it. Well, first of all, we'll look at the mother country, Australia, obviously where I'm from, hitting the charts on the All Ordinaries. Now, obviously, when you're looking at an index, guys, you would want to be trading in the direction of that index. Why is that? Because William O'Neill is one of the market wizards from Jack Schwager's book in the late 1980s. Brilliant trader, still trading today actually and getting phenomenal returns. He believes that 3 out of 4 stocks will follow the overall market, and it's something that I believe also. So what are we looking at today is in the All Ordinaries, we want to find out which way the market is heading, and we do that by looking at the index. Now, obviously, last week we said that we might be heading into what is called an Elliott Wave, Wave 4. Now, there's nothing that you really need to know about an Elliott Wave, Wave 4, except that it moves in a sideways consolidation. And if I just jump back to that chart, whoops, sorry about that, guys. But if we look at where we're heading at the moment, it's very possible that we're looking at the top is 4,800 on the All Ordinaries, and we're looking at a retracement, a probable retracement of, if I just get this up, now this is very simple stuff using price extensions and retracements, guys, and the numbers that we use or the percentages that we use are based on Gann percentages and Fibonacci percentages. I won't go into them in too much detail. Suffice to say, to give you the goods, we could expect a retracement on the All Ordinaries down to about 4,628 based on a 38.2% retracement of the previous move. Now, if that makes no sense to you whatsoever, just take my word for that one, as your wave 4 will typically move in a sideways fashion, and that's potentially what we're seeing now. Obviously, we've still got a long-term uptrend as well, and what happens at uptrends? The price finds support in the future at your uptrends. So as you can see, we had the bottom through to today, and what we could be seeing is, if I could draw the tool properly, there we go, there's a beautiful box right there. There's the area where we might find support in the future for the All Ordinaries there, based on the longer term uptrend line as well. So this is a great thing for the All Ordinaries, and it's obviously when these two things combine. So we've got Elliott Wave indicating that we might be heading into a sideways movement just for a little while, maybe a month or so, and obviously our longer term uptrend line finding support in the future as well. So expect, that sort of movement on the All Ordinaries before our next up move, and then we'll be testing the 5,000 level finally, which is what I've been expecting for a while. And obviously, one last thing about that, guys, November to January tends to be the strongest move in the markets, or the strongest months in the market, the strongest 3-month period. If that's the case, and we do see this sideways movement, then we could be heading up in the last few months of that cycle. So December to January could be those months where we start to see the last leg from an Elliott Wave point of view, obviously, as well. So I hope that helps. Pretty simple stuff, and obviously trend lines, very simple stuff. Same sort of deal on the Dow Jones. Looking at the Americas, if we were to look at the Americas from a chartist point of view, again, we've got our 1, 2, 3 heading into a wave 4, and our wave 4, which tends to be in a sideways movement, is also around our previous high. As you can see here, I've just marked that in there, and that's what I need to tell you about that is that the market tends to consolidate around previous highs. So on the Dow Jones, I mean, this stuff is aligning like magic. It really is like magic, guys, and the reason I want to tell you that is because we've got our consolidation at previous highs. It's coming around a wave 4, an Elliott wave, which tends to be a sideways movement. So those two things are converging. But also, what have we got here? This longer term uptrend line. So what could we really expect the market to do? I mean, it's blatantly obvious, and I know you guys have picked this up already. We're looking at a sideways move and then support at the long-term uptrend line. How easy is that? Seriously, you've nailed it. And then what happens then? The market finds support and we head into our last wave, which is a wave 5, Elliott wave. Rock on, guys. You are all over this, and I have to say, well done. Nice work, and I love it. But next one, what have we got here? Well, let's have a look at the FTSE. We've got the FTSE in Europe. Loving this chart as well, and obviously, does it look familiar? Heck yes, it does. We've got 1, 2, 3, heading into a sideways move in a wave 4, and what is that around? May I just say, the previous high, consolidation at previous highs. And what have we got? Just to boot, we've got this uptrend line where the price might find support in the future. So what could we expect on the FTSE? You guys already know what I'm going to say. We've got a consolidation in a sideways movement at the previous highs in an Elliott wave, wave 4, before we head on to our new move after finding support at the long-term trend line. How good is that? Man, you guys, this is awesome stuff. And 3 rules converging at the same time, that is when the magic really starts to happen. Obviously, if this move fails, I mean, seriously, if this move fails, we'd be in a lot of trouble and the market would be breaking down a little bit further than what I would be expecting. But when 3 rules converge like this, you can expect happy days. Now, let's just have a quick look at our Elliott wave move here, because we've got a wave 3, right? Now, a wave 4 will tend to retrace between 25% and 38.2% of the previous move. So that could take us to about 5,584 on the FTSE. Now, if it goes any further than that, we're looking at a much weaker market than I expected. However, that's what I'm expecting at the moment, is just to that 38.2% retracement. Now, what happens after that? Well, let's have a quick look again. See if I can do it using the tools that I've got here. We'll be using an extension, and it's not going to let me do it. But let me see if I can give you a rough idea. There we go. Yes, you might be able to go to the 6,000 mark or the 6,100 to 200 would be quite feasible as the last move that we're looking at here in this shorter term Elliott wave. And that's on the FTSE, that's in Europe. Now last but not least, let's head over to our Asian partners. The Hang Seng in Hong Kong. Previously, guys, if you check out any of the previous ASX market watches, have a quick look at them, because we've just nailed it on the Hang Seng. Obviously, we've gotten it amazingly right on all the other charts as well. And I mean, it's great when that happens. It really is. Obviously, no one expects to be right 100% of the time, but seriously, we've just nailed it so many times. It's just beautiful, and I love it when that happens. We've got on the Hang Seng a 1, 2, 3, heading into wave 4, heading into wave 5, as we called it way back here in August, in around August 2010. That was just the best call ever, and happy days for that. And also, just recently, even as recently as last week, we called 25,000 as the end of the wave 3. That's right. So 1, 2, 3, heading into wave 4 on the Hang Seng as well. So all the world markets are really converging, which is what I like to see. We had a period there where the markets sort of disbanded from each other and they kind of wanted to go their own way. But you know what happens, guys? The world is united in ways that we can't even describe or imagine, and they only appear when you look at things like these price charts. You can actually sort of make it fathomable, or you can actually make it tangible. It's something that you can actually see, feel, and even touch almost. It's these that when you look at the price, you can see how connected we all are as a people. And I mean, even though I don't want to start to get emotional about it, but seriously, like, everything is so much more connected than we really can even possibly imagine. And the world markets just tend to show that. So we've got, apart from that little rant there, guys, we've got our heading into wave 4, which is our Hang Seng sideways movement. As you guys know, could be expecting a move between 23,000 and 25,000. And again, because it's such a sideways movement, it tends to be a very shallow move. It doesn't really tend to retrace in a really deeply. A deep retracement would be around 22,000 on the Hang Seng. I'm not personally expecting that. I'm expecting this sideways move to continue, and then heading up from there. Happy days on the Hang Seng. So that, my friends, is the world markets from a chartist point of view in the world economy. thank you again for stopping by. I have to say, it's great to have you, and it's great to have someone to chat about the markets to, because I love it so much, and I hope you do too. And also, apart from that, it's something that you can make a little extra cashola from, which is what I love as well. I mean, you can't argue with that. So apart from that, guys, I will see you next week. Happy trending until then, and bye for now.